All right, welcome back, everyone. It's been a little bit. Welcome back to Jacks of All Casts. My name is Dale.
And David is here as well.
This is Cody.
And this is Tom from the studio. Not in the studio, my own studio.
Yes,
desk.
Tom has started. Tom has started his own studio just because he couldn't deal with being around the rest of us, like the drama queen he is.
Couldn't handle it. Sorry.
Could not handle it.
Darn him, Jack.
Darn Jack. Darn Jack.
Oh well. Oh well.
Yeah. So, guess we can go ahead and kick things off here with the challenges that need to be done.
Yes.
Just to remind everyone what had to be done, Tom had to learn throat bass, and David had to learn how to flip his eyelids,
Yep.
which is rather disgusting. I'm not going to lie. It sounds like a horrible time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Well, hopefully you guys have gotten your challenges down because you have had plenty of time.
Yes.
It's been two weeks.
Yeah,
yes.
no,
I have practiced. I think I have a rudimentary understanding of throat bass. The issue I ran into a lot is that I don't really have any other beatboxing skills. So it's just bass. Just me making sounds with my throat. So it's pretty guttural, kind of crude, but I think I've got it.
You know, sometimes you just gotta go back to those primal bass instincts in order to really excel at what you do in modern life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I think that applies to swallowing hot dogs as well. It's just
We gotta
Yeah.
get primal with it.
Yeah, you
That's
have to
really
get
what
primal.
it's
Really
gonna
do.
It's crucial. Well,
All right, Tom. Tom, go ahead and go first.
Oh, okay. Me first. Got it.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
excited to hear this.
So, what I learned very quickly in the process of this is that this hurts really bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like actually
When you-
strenuous on your throat.
Yeah, that's why I told you to be careful about drinking cold water and whatnot, and drink plenty
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
did my
yeah.
best to keep my throat healthy. But here we go. I'll warm up first, and then I'll give it to you.
All right.
I heard his voice get deeper as he prepped for this.
I have to. I'll give you an insight. So there's a certain part of like your throat that you have to use to be able to make it, and it helps me find like those muscles or that part of those parts of my vocal cords if I like cough and try to like clear my throat, because it's that same kind of deep, like just below your Adam's apple kind of area of your throat that you're using. And so it's easy to find that spot when I like clear my throat and make grumble sounds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to visualize it, like feel it myself, but I don't want to do that.
It's like that. It's a lot of that.
Okay, I think I'm ready. Here we go.
I mean, that's yeah.
Go.
That's
How is
not
it?
bad. That's not terrible.
I will say,
Oh, man.
at first you sounded like a zombie.
Yeah.
I had to
It
warm
started
up.
out
I had to
rough.
ease into it a little bit.
Yeah. No. That's perfectly reasonable. Oh man, that brings me back to when I was learning that shit. Oh my god.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. Once you get the hang of just doing it a lot, the pain does go away, thank God, or else there's
right.
no way in hell anyone would ever use that.
Right.
But yeah, no, that sounded like the beginnings of a somewhat adequate throat bass. Yeah.
All right.
It started out, Tom, and it sounded like you were sort of just vocalizing, trying to make your voice deep.
Oh man.
I was like, this isn't it at all.
I had to find it.
You
Yeah.
had to really search yourself.
Like I said, there's like
truly.
a super specific part of your like vocal cords that you have to use to do it. So, I'm just not used to using that part.
That was awesome. Nice
Thank
job.
you.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
good job. Good
I
job
tried.
in doing that.
I tried.
Yeah.
All
right.
David.
My turn.
David.
You'll have to
Let me get
narrate
my-
for me because I can't
Of
see
course.
it live.
We'll make sure. Oh, he has pulled out a Q-tip from his pocket. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't expecting this.
Okay.
He has equipment to prepare.
Yes,
Yes.
he's brought his tools.
I will admit partial failure in learning this one. I can flip my eyelids inside out, but I cannot for the life of me get them to stay that way. Okay. So the way I did some quick Googling how to do this, found some tutorials. They didn't help at all. Like, I don't get how people can actually do this, because I tried, there's a WikiHow on 3 different ways to flip your eyelids inside out,
Goodness.
and none of them worked. I tried all 3 of them extensively. But when I was just Googling flipping eyelids inside out, apparently it's a medical procedure in order to clear stuff out from behind your eyelids.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they recommended using a Q-tip and pushing it against your eyelid and then grabbing sort of the edge of your eyelid and folding it over the Q-tip.
Oh.
God, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. But it works.
If it works, it works.
Initially, when Cody gave you this challenge, I thought that this was just some stupid internet fad that people were doing. But I am very surprised to learn that this is a medical procedure for.
Yeah.
A medical procedure.
That's actually fascinating.
Listen,
Yeah,
sometimes you got to
like
get
doc-
gunk out of your eyelids.
Yeah, I guess if, I don't know, a wood chip flew into your eye. and-
yeah. David, how do your eyes feel?
Terrible. I tell you what, I have gotten so many eyelashes flipping into my eyes, I think it became chronic.
Oh,
Yikes.
I have chronic eyelashes in my eyes all the
Oh,
time.
no.
So screw you, Cody. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
All right.
But let's get started with this.
All right, he's going for the attempt. He is grabbing the lid of his eye,
Oh.
putting the Q-tip on it. The flip is happening. Oh, he is flipping his eyelid.
Oh.
It's not staying. Oh.
It wasn't
Hold on.
staying, but
He
it
lost
was,
it for a
almost
moment,
there.
but he's going back for the second attempt.
Tell me if you guys can actually see it, because
Yeah,
I'm
we
doing it from
we
we
can
could.
see it. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
oh,
can
yeah.
see the
Oh,
inside
yeah.
of
Oh,
David's
yeah.
eyelid.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
gross.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you get it to stick for once?
Ow!
Nope. Oh,
Ow!
he really tugged on his fucking eyelid
my
there.
eye. I say leave that eye alone.
Yeah, that's second
Go to
eye.
the other
Different
eye.
eye. Go to the other
Other
eye.
eye.
All right.
I want to see that you're eye ambidextrous with flipping your eyelids right now.
Ambidextrous.
He's going for it. He's put the Q-tip there.
Oh,
He's going
yeah.
for the flip.
It's very fleshy.
Oh yeah, no, it's gross in there.
Ow. Oh, no, yeah,
see
David,
it?
that's plenty.
Yeah, that's plenty.
That's plenty.
Okay,
I don't want
You've
to see
done
any
it.
more.
You've done it like too many times now.
So did he
David,
do it?
I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Yeah,
I mean, he did it. They didn't stay flipped.
You can't
but-
keep them there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I cannot get them to stick.
Huh.
And I don't know why.
Strange.
I think my eyelids just are not flexible enough. It's
Right.
hard. Like I like, no joke, when I started this, I was like, I can't get this to go at all. And I think I honestly had to sort of stretch my eyelids out.
Oh, wow.
Gotta do some eyelid yoga
Yeah,
in the
get that
morning every
eyelid-
day.
Get that nice
Limber it up.
elasticity
Limber it
and
up.
Yep.
Of course. Of
Maybe
course.
pour some more water on your eyes.
yeah.
Lube 'em.
Get some
Lube 'em.
cold water.
Not cold water.
Not
of
cold
course.
water. Sorry.
Not cold,
Not cold
water.
water.
It's dangerous.
Warm water. You gotta. Yeah.
Very dangerous.
We
for
all
cold
know
water.
cold water is dangerous.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, well, yeah, I'll take that. That was
Yeah.
more than
Sure.
enough.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. Well, see, gentlemen, that's what it looks like to complete challenges. I want you to remember.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to pick up the gauntlet once it's thrown down.
Yes, complete challenges when you
wield
have
it
twice the amount of
like
time that you're
Thanos.
supposed to be given.
We did have twice the time.
Yeah.
True. 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 Still,
Still true.
we did complete
Very,
it.
very true.
The record will show.
This is true.
All right.
All right.
On to the next.
So, yeah, I think the next thing we had going was kind of a throwback, going back to one of our older podcast ideas. Back by popular demand.
hugely popular.
Have you forgotten the name again?
No.
Secondhand
a-
sequels.
Jack's secondhand sequels.
There we go. The name that no one can remember except Tom and Jack.
Oh,
Old
thank you,
Jack.
Jack.
Oh gosh. Yes, secondhand sequels. The Return, Electric Boogaloo. Secondhand sequels. Really excited.
Unnecessary sequels part 2.
Last time we did secondhand sequels, Brandon and I each pitched an idea. Brandon pitched a sequel for, what was it called again?
We pitched a sequel for a short story written by H.P. Lovecraft called The Rats in the Walls.
Yes, Rats in the Walls, in which,
Yes.
honestly, it was really hard to follow Brandon's story arc, but it had something to do with them finding some sort of underground oasis of rats.
He also spent half of his time talking about the first part, not the sequel. So
Yes, he described
really-
the storyline of the first short story that he did not read. So,
Yeah.
just made it up
He needed a basis. He needed a groundwork to go off of.
for himself.
All right. So I think since Tom and Brandon were the ones who got the had to pitch the ideas, the roles are reversed, and I'll just beat Brandon this round.
all right,
Okay,
got
That's
it.
good. I'd also like to take a quick moment to give a shout out to Brandon's brother. It is his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So Tom, if you'd like to start, you can pitch an idea to Dale.
Okay,
Right. I'm ready to screw this up. Let's go.
Dale.
Yes.
I would like you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the movie Shawshank Redemption?
It has been a very long time since I have seen this movie, but I am indeed familiar with it, yes.
You are. Okay, that's good. Because we're not going to do a sequel to that. I want you to pitch me a sequel for Flubber.
For
The
Flubber.
classic Robin Williams film Flubber.
Flubber. All right, how much
An
time
American
do I have on
favorite. You'll get
How much time?
You'll get 1 minute, I think, is what we did. Or was it 30
1 minute.
All right, I
seconds?
will
All right.
pull up a timer.
Someone pull up a timer, and I'll just
All
try.
right, ready, set, go.
All right, so we all know how the end of Flubber 1 happened, yeah? Obviously,
Sure.
Flubber is now on the loose. We've changed genres, no longer a comedy, this is a horror film. Flubber has been set loose into the city of New York, specifically the sewers. And he's going around now, Flubber, going around, bouncing around in the sewers in a comical fashion. And he is coming out every once in a while like a speeding bullet through the toilets of Manhattan and murdering everyone around. The original doctor from Flubber has heard about this. He got a call from the mayor, has to go to the city, find his once loved creation, and find a way to destroy it in order to save the city of New York. In doing so, you know, there's a lot of emotional toll there. There'll be a nice little scene kind of at the end once he has finally been able to put down the Flubber monstrosity, which at this point has collected so much fecal matter and blood, it's completely unresembles everything that's
That's time.
And he cries at the end. That's the end of the movie. This is Flubber 2, The Revengeance.
Wow. Wow, a lot to take in there. A lot to
lot.
take in there. So,
I'm impressed.
it's not bad. I think
Yeah.
it could go straight to DVD.
Yeah. No, let's be real. This is a horrible movie that would never get greenlit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I just immediately went to like monster movie idea, and I was just like, well, crap, I gotta stick with this now.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah, that
you were
was a
trapped
lot.
there.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Rolled.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
I mean-
Honestly, I gave you that. I gave you Flubber, not knowing, like, remembering any part of Flubber other than
Yeah.
that there was Flubber in it.
Well, Tom, let me go ahead and give you a little peek behind the curtains here. I also had no idea about what happened in Flubber, except that there was Flubber in it. So,
Fantastic.
kind of rough.
Apparently, there's a robot named Weeboo.
Really?
Good to know.
Was
Yeah.
I've never seen Flubber. Is this
That's
a reference
weird.
to Flubber?
I'm assuming it is.
I'd assume.
Yeah, Weeboo. It's in Flubber. There's a robot named Weeboo.
Got it.
Right, Weeboo.
Yes, Weeboo. Everyone knows Weeboo. Anyways, Cody, I believe now it's your turn to.
Yes, it is. David, are you familiar with the movie Rubber?
Vaguely.
Not at all.
I'm not going to give you that one
Okay.
because it sounds too much like Flubber.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the movie Airplane versus Volcano.
Oh my God.
Excellent.
I want you to make a sequel for that.
Okay.
This is directed by the studio The Asylum.
All right.
Right.
Everyone.
I've got,
Family
I've got the
favorite.
timer here. All right. Your time starts now.
All right, so the movie ends with the airplane finally escaping the volcanoes. However, as soon as they leave the volcanoes, the action starts right away. The airplane nosedives, sudden drop in cabin pressure, the little oxygen masks fall down, the airplane plummets, and enters a portal into another dimension. Aliens. The crew is infiltrated by a species of aliens that can mimic and copy the voices and appearance of crew members. This is now Invasion of the Body Snatchers. You have, it becomes a game of Clue. Everybody's trying to guess who's the alien, who's not the alien, and they have to eject passenger after passenger, trying to find the alien until eventually there's only 2 people left, and the alien reveals himself and kills the last remaining passenger, and then the movie ends tragically.
Wow.
Wow.
A
7
somber
seconds to
ending.
spare.
A somber ending.
That's quite the
It's
story.
very heavy. The movie is called Airplanes versus Aliens.
Okay.
AVA. I like
Perfect.
AVA.
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 Wow. That sounds like trash.
it. Yeah. But also doesn't sound like it wouldn't be a sequel to that movie. Let's be real.
No, I mean the original
Yeah.
trash, so it makes sense
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the sequel would also be trash.
Is it safe to assume you haven't seen Airplane vs. Volcano?
I have not seen Airplanes
Yeah.
versus
Cody
Volcanoes.
has seen that movie so many
I've
times.
at least seen it minimum 4 times.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
I mean, it's whatever.
How does it actually end?
Oh, the airplane dives into crashes into the volcano.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how they defeat the
and that's
volcano.
A perfect segue.
That's
There's a
how-
portal inside the volcano. They enter another dimension.
Perfect.
It's too late.
You
Can't
unknowingly
rewrite
made
the
the
script.
perfect movie.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Well, good attempt, David. Good attempt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
a familiar movie trope, but that familiarity breeds creativity.
Contempt.
So, absolutely.
I have no respect for my own creation.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Tragedy.
Don't worry, neither do I, David. Flubber 2, The Revengeance is not my most proud moment. Don't worry.
I should go back and rewatch Flubber. I feel like
Maybe we'll just have a podcast where we just watch
watch
Flubber.
Flubber.
And we'll
great
just do
idea.
Yeah, we
commentary
just
over
watch all
it.
the
Commentary
movies
would be
we
interesting.
reference.
That sounds like an idea.
Well, we didn't really start this up at the beginning of the podcast like we usually do, but does anyone have any life stories they'd like to share at all? Or has everything just been boring for the past 2 weeks?
Nothing that
Busy.
exciting.
It's been busy.
My world
Nothing
has been
exciting.
smoke.
I think-
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's been smoky. That's for sure.
Yeah, the smoke here is horrible. It's been raining ash.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, it's all bad.
Can't go
Can't
outside.
go outside. Can't do anything.
nope.
The weather just says smoky.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
weather app is smoke. Weather. Smoke is a weather for all
Smoke
of
is
you
now a weather.
non-California native listeners.
Right. Yeah. The weather
Yeah,
is
so if you-
smoke.
Yeah, so if you hear us coughing right now in the studio, it's not because we have Rona, it's because we can't breathe. So,
because
rest assured, we will
The
be
air
okay,
has the ashes of trees and animals and humans in it.
maybe. And humans.
Oh no!
Possible.
What an awful combination.
Well, it's not wrong. Like,
No,
let's be
it's
real.
right. But imagine, not being able to breathe and having oh my goodness, Corona going around
Picture
as a
this.
combination.
Picture this. You go into your closet, you find your dead relative's ashes, you pull them out of the closet, and then you throw them into the face of your friend. That's that's kind of what it's like.
Yeah,
No, that's pretty dead on.
pretty
pretty
much.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay.
Well, I think that's a perfect segue into brainstorming.
Yeah,
I
no,
think I would
that
agree.
was very smooth.
So, Tom has digitally sent us his napkin, from his own studio. Which one of us is
Cody.
going to be sending our napkin to him?
This is probably the easiest to read on his book.
Perfect. Send it.
Yeah.
Well, while we wait, we want to start with our good old friend Seth's napkin.
Yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah, might as well. See what he has to say.
The Invisible Jack.
All right, so I've got his napkin
Invisible
pulled up
Jack.
here. First thing on it is vase or bong? Question mark.
Vase or bong?
Vase.
Vase, vase,
Vase. Whatever you want to
Vase.
call it.
Vase.
vase or bong.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have some insight on this. I think there are some bongs that resemble very fancy vases. And oftentimes it can be difficult to tell whether or not a receptacle is meant to smoke something or hold luxurious flowers.
Yes, hold flowers, life, some
life.
sort of life,
Hold life or take it.
or take it.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably spot on. Just
Yeah,
is
I
it
think
a vase
so.
or
We
is it a
just-
bong?
Pull
So
up a
is it just
picture?
like, yeah, is it just you pull up a picture and is this a vase
Is this
or
a
bong?
vase or a bong?
Yeah, we can
Why
do,
not
we can do
both?
it in this same way we've done other challenges where someone comes with like a picture of a vase. They know it's a vase, but they see if the other people can guess it.
Or we bring vases into the into the studio.
Oh, no.
And we try to smoke out of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting way to do that. Yeah,
I personally don't smoke, but you know,
I
what?
also
Either-
don't smoke.
I have asthma, so
I have asthma. Well, yeah, maybe save that one for another time.
no. Yeah, maybe.
What else we got? What else?
Yeah,
Seth
let's
test
get
drive
another
that
one
We
from
got
Chet
next
Seth's.
thing up on here. We have yearbook jail.
Yearbook jail. So just whoever is in your yearbook is in jail.
You just have to guess.
Who in your yearbook is in jail?
You have to guess. You buy their yearbook picture. It's like, yeah, that homie's definitely in jail.
I will say it'll be tough because there's no way of confirming whether or not they are in jail unless we like know of one that is in
Yeah.
jail. So we
Whoever-
just be guessing. We would never
Just
find
be
an answer.
slandering our high school
whoever
classmates.
whoever decides to host that would just have to, really do a deep dive
man.
into their life,
Yeah.
like just on the verge of stalkerish, just to see,
Yes. Yeah.
They probably have that in public files, like or charges like that.
Like arrest records?
Yeah,
Is that public?
Yeah, you can look
Or
it
it
up.
might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can look it up. Public record. Sure. I don't really know though. Could be wrong.
But it's
I
not
don't know.
impossible.
It's
Yeah,
not
no.
impossible. Might be
not.
logistically difficult, but not impossible.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right. Well, moving on. Next thing we got is sports transportation.
Sports transportation?
Yeah.
Buses?
Well, yeah. I think he's implying something different than buses. Like
Oh.
maybe changing it up somehow.
Like, if you have a track team, why not just make them run?
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, swim team,
Like,
just swim across the river
Like a
real fast.
Flintstones kind of like a vehicle.
Yeah.
Some
Flintstones-like
slavery.
vehicle, yes.
So we're
Reduce
talking about
emissions, improves
Hear me out. Hear me out.
cardiovascular health.
It's a bus, but to power the bus, people have to be running on the bus, on like a treadmill.
Oh. Like a self-powered...
It's like you're practicing on the way to your meet while it's
Fascinating.
driving.
Fascinating.
Sports transport.
Yeah, I have no
I'm
idea
interesting.
what this could
I
be
have no
about.
idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. This
No
is
clue.
we will have to ask Seth at a later date
You
since
will
he's
have to
not
email
here
us.
right now. Yeah,
Sports transportation?
sports transportation.
Is there like a question mark? Nothing like
Like
that?
a car that looks like a soccer ball.
And they're all just
It's
hamster
possible.
wheel.
The next
It's
thing-
just a
the next
hamster
thing-
wheel.
The next thing he has on here is I don't remember, but others do. So maybe they're combined.
I doubt that.
But I don't think
I
so.
don't
I doubt
think
it.
so. All right, let's just move on to the next thing I just said.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
The next thing is I don't remember, but others do.
I don't remember, but others do.
Others
Like just events that one of us remembers, but one of the others doesn't.
So kind of like the whatchamacallit, the Mandela effect, I think it's called, or the Bernstein effect, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
where it's like, everyone thinks of it one way, but it's actually the other or
Could be
whatever.
that. Or even just like I remember an event that me and Dale went through when we were kids, but he just doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Like it's just been too long.
Could be that. It could be that. Interesting.
We just had a
What else we
recent
got?
family discussion in my house, just kind of dwell on that bit, where for some reason we were coming up with traumatic experiences that all of my relatives, or like my siblings had gone through in our younger lives. And it was bad. There was a whole period of my life that I blacked out because I was traumatically injured, and they made me rehash it all, and it was not pleasant.
Wow.
Oh gosh, what was the injury?
Well, I was about 4 years old, and I
Oh my
was
goodness.
walking across these wooden beams between two of our planter boxes. Now, these wooden beams had nails hammered into them on the undersides. And I was walking across it, and I slipped. And as I was falling, the beams rotated and flipped the nails upwards.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
the head of one of the nails impaled itself into my upper thigh.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Oh.
And then I kept falling, and it ripped itself back out.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's horrifying.
That does not sound fun.
No, and I had completely blocked it out. And then they were like, "Hey, remember that time when David fell off the bar?" And I had to relive that whole
Oh,
moment
no.
again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Jeez, yeah, it's horrible. It's sorry that happened to you. Also, no offense, I was kind of hoping this was going to be kind of like a fake story, and it was going to take a weird left turn where you're like, I was just, kind of walking across one of the planter boxes, and then, a bus hit me. It was weird. I don't know why it was
By a
there.
bus.
And then I got hit by a bus. I don't remember it, but they all tell me it happened.
They all told me it happened.
Okay, well.
Wow.
Next, we got embarrassing purchases.
Well, this is just, pretty straightforward, I think.
Yeah,
We've all purchased things we're not proud of. All of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple right now. Dale, what are you embarrassed about?
I'd have to really think about it, honestly. What am I embarrassed about purchasing?
Now, are we talking like I'm very embarrassed that I did this, or
Any level of embarrassment, I think, is suitable.
Would I bought this back when I was younger and I thought it was cool, but now that I look at it, this was really stupid. Is
Absolutely.
that also?
That counts.
I think I bought a fedora at one point as a kid, and I was like, "Yeah, this looks cool." But then I look back and I think I saw a picture of me with it on somewhere. I don't know, and I was like, "Wow, that was really bad looking on me.
Ah!
That's horrible.
no.
Why would I ever do this?"
That's a classic. That's-
Stupid,
that's funny.
stupid kid, Dale.
Fedora purchase. The fedora purchase.
It'll bite you in the butt every time.
What about you, Tom? What are you embarrassed about buying?
Let's
You got
see,
any
let's
fedoras
see.
in your closet?
I probably do. I'm trying to think of. I had once bought a ring, right? But I didn't know what my ring size was.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought one ring. It didn't fit. It was like $15. Bought
Uh-huh.
one ring, didn't fit, and then was like, all right, I'll try a size up. Bought another ring, the same ring, didn't fit. Tried again. Bought a third ring, didn't fit.
Wow.
Then bought a fourth ring.
Are you serious?
Wow. Talk about the sunken cost fallacy. Jesus.
Oh, for real. I just couldn't give
Friggin-
up. I was certain that
You
the
really
next
wanted
one
to
would
do
be it.
And it never occurred to you at the time that you could have just asked the person running the store "Hey, this one doesn't fit."
I was buying
can
them
I
on
try?"
Amazon.
Oh, on Amazon. Oh, that's
So I didn't
why.
have any guide. I had no guide whatsoever. So
That's
Yeah,
rough.
that's
I mean,
embarrassing.
were you at least able to refund the other ones at all, or do you just have some rings lying around somewhere?
I threw them all away.
Oh no!
Dang.
Because I'm not like a
Accepted
ring
defeat.
guy. I don't wear rings. So,
And
I
you bought
thought I
4.
could. Well, I thought I was going to be a ring guy. I wasn't. I'm not. That doesn't work for me. It doesn't fit my drip.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Well,
Cody.
I like
and-
that idea. We could do it again.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. What's somebody else's napkin?
Yeah, we want to move on to our own.
yeah,
let's do
we
it.
should probably rotate. Yeah.
Yeah, probably get out of Seth's.
Tom, you want to start with David's?
Yep. I need a picture.
I sent it.
I believe it is already sent, Jack.
Of course, I see it.
Typical
Okay.
Jack.
Okay, there's two things on here. There's just two. The first one, it's just one word. It says helium.
Okay. Helium.
I'm just gonna
I'm-
assume that means we do a podcast while taking helium the whole time.
I think that's exactly what it
Is
means.
that it, David?
That's exactly it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
All
not
right.
impossible. Long-term
Really?
effects on our on our physical well-being might impact,
Yeah.
but
Gotta
much
really be
helium-
careful
Short
with
term,
that.
short term.
how much helium can you inhale before you like it starts hurting you physically?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Does
but
it hurt you physically?
Yeah, no, you can
yeah.
absolutely suffocate if you take in too much helium over a period of time. So really, David, you just asked us to endanger all of our lives, well, not live, but on the podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It's for the show.
For the show.
For the show.
Of course.
Show must go on.
Of course.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be the whole thing.
Definitely short term.
But just like a little bit where we just inhale
Sure.
helium and then just laugh at each
Just
other.
yeah,
because-
just start out the show with it, maybe.
Yeah.
Like-
we have to do the intro.
No, I know
Maybe
what we do.
We tell like a short story with our helium voice.
Yeah, like the whole life stories bit, but
Yeah,
with
but with
helium.
our helium.
No, obviously, guys, we're missing the opportunity to just claim that we've had Alvin and the Chipmunks on our podcast as a special guest. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what we'd
Special
have to do with
guests.
it.
Alvin.
And the Chipmunks.
The other ones. The fountain.
Yeah.
The glasses one.
Todd, maybe? I don't know. One of them started with a T.
Theodore.
Theodore.
He's the little chubby one.
What's the tall one?
Simon.
Simon?
Simon.
Simon.
Wow.
Wow, you guys are on it.
Yep.
I had
I'll
no
never
idea.
forget a chipmunk. I'll never forget a chipmunk.
Never.
Never forget a chipmunk face.
Never forget a chipmunk face or name. Okay, so second one on here is accent mastery.
Okay. I think this
Accent
is just
master.
going back to our talk about doing a podcast with accents.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
it's
just
just a
master an
master one.
accent.
yeah. Just pick one, do it for a while, be really good at it the next time you show up.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think this would really appeal to our international listeners.
Oh, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
It would also
Yeah.
appeal to everyone else when Cody has to do an accent.
You mean when
That's-
Cody fails to do an accent?
Well,
It just
exactly.
sounds like
Listen.
himself.
It's going to be a riot, let me tell you.
Yeah, because last time was so good.
Listen, the joke is that it's terrible.
Yeah, sure. That's the joke.
Yeah, joke, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's it for David's napkin. That's all we have.
Just a nitty bitty.
Shall we do Tom's?
Let us do Tom's. I think I have
Let's
Tom's.
do Tom's.
Tom has. Where'd it go?
It's not that far back, David.
I know. Where'd it go?
It's literally
Oh,
right,
it's right
there.
there. My apologies. Tom was bagging on me for having only two things. His is one. His is Tournament of Vegetables. Tournament of Vegetables.
Okay. We start a farm. Last crop standing wins. Vegetable battle royale.
I'd plant a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. We all plant a zucchini, and whoever brings in the most zucchini wins.
I mean,
Interesting.
that very well could be it. I feel like I feel like it could also be like, which vegetable tastes the best or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably the obvious look at it.
Just
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, except kind of the opposite. I was thinking of which vegetables are the worst. So we just have a tournament and then discover what's the worst tasting vegetable.
I see.
What do you think it is? Just a guess. Well, if
A
you had to
durian.
say one.
Isn't that a fruit?
Josh,
That's a
shoot, I
fruit.
think you're right.
It's the durian fruit.
It's a fruit.
Come
It's got
on.
fruit in the name.
It's so bad. It's not it's so bad a vegetable. It's a fruit.
Yep.
Yeah. It's probably I don't know, turnip maybe. Isn't turnip pretty bad?
Just straight
That's
onion.
No,
Root.
straight onion's not.
Does well, is it,
Well, does that count? Does that not count as a vegetable?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know
a
the
turnip.
dichotomy, really. I don't
feel-
really understand.
Yeah,
it.
I got nothing.
It's probably just a subcategory of vegetable.
Yeah.
Like a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle's not a square.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Sure.
Worst vegetables.
Yeah.
And we just bring in what we think is the worst, and we all have to
We
try
all
it.
have to try it.
And we have a tournament
Sure, I
now.
think that's the easy way.
Yeah. Well, Tom would have to do a lot of shopping since he's in his own studio.
Right. Yeah.
You could just hire one
Buy a
of
bunch
his
of shitty
secretaries.
vegetables.
We'll just be able to add on to Tom's grocery list with this.
There you go.
Yeah. I think it's probably kale.
Oh, kale's a really good one. I hate kale.
I've never actually tasted kale.
It's not good. Let me tell you.
It's not good. It also
you know what's gross?
smells.
Yeah.
Arugula. I just tried arugula recently.
Arugula? I like arugula.
Yeah. It's so bitter.
It's pretty bitter, yeah. You have to contrast it with something for sure.
What's arugula?
Arugula.
It's
like
thin,
a lettuce.
dark lettuce.
Arugula.
Yeah. Commonly
And it's
found
bitter.
in salads. It's very bitter. I was not a fan.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
I've had arugula before.
You've probably seen it
Arugula.
and just didn't realize.
Yeah, probably.
It's not
Ar-
thick like iceberg or anything. It's like thin and flimsy.
It's just like really thin. Yeah.
Yeah. Bitter.
Almost as thin as Cody's napkin. One of the things on here that I'm seeing, which is interesting, is subliminal messaging. I think that's a crime, technically, if I'm not mistaken, to put subliminal messaging
in advertising,
into,
yes.
into advertising specifically. Isn't it also just any kind of medium? You're not allowed to do
I
it,
don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know either.
I feel like that would
know the
limit
rules.
art pretty highly.
Yeah, I don't really know the rules. Send Tom $100.
What exactly is subliminal messaging? It's just like
It's when
Yeah.
you have messages that, unless you're really looking for them, they go unnoticed, but your subconscious picks up on them. Send Tom $100. But
Yeah.
then
okay.
you it's supposed to like subconsciously change people's opinions or thoughts or things like that. Send Tom $100.
gotcha. Hey Tom, how are you doing financially?
I'm doing all right. I feel good. You know, I'm a typical college student. I've got some loans to pay off pretty soon, but it's nothing that I can't handle. Send Tom $100.
Do you wanna? You know, Tom, I actually just found $100. You want $100?
Oh, are you sure? Is that? I mean, I don't need it, but if you wanna send Tom $100, you can totally do that. I'm not gonna stop you. It's very generous of you. I don't know why you would think of something like that, but totally, yeah, I could totally use $100. Send Tom $100.
God. So what is this supposed to be, Cody? What are we supposed to
I'm
be
not
doing
sure,
with
but
this?
when I was thinking of my napkin,
Oh,
I
good.
think I woke up at 3 a.m. for work, and it was the first thing that came to my mind.
I can imagine Cody waking up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. just going, subliminal messaging. That's it. I've cracked the code.
I've nailed it.
The other thing on here that I think is kind of funny is it's two things that I think might be together. It's game shows ? And ideas ? So
Okay.
Ideas for a game show.
ideas for a game show, obviously, but like what?
All right.
Is this not what we're doing right now? Coming up with
listen.
ideas?
You just described the whole show.
Yeah.
My idea was that we just pitch the ideas for literal game shows. Like, we sit here, almost like you could think of it as a tournament. We all come here, we pitch our own idea for a game show and just see, like, what would be the best. And that is very similar to what we're doing.
Yeah, maybe something along the lines of if, a guy comes in and he has to taste different kinds of milk and has to tell them apart just by taste.
Yeah,
something like
that.
Yeah.
I think so.
Something like that. Tell you that sounds pretty easy though. I don't know if
Oh, you think you can do it, Tom?
Think you do
I think
it?
I could absolutely do it. Okay. No, I don't want to purchase milk. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
sent Tom $100.
So he can purchase milk.
Send Tom milk.
All right. I now have another Dale's box napkin. What I'm looking at is the line soap or drink? ?
Oh.
And what
Oh.
I immediately think
Oh.
is that we're going to concoct terrible drinks, and it's would you rather eat soap or drink this?
Huh.
Yes, I think whoa, that's actually not what I was thinking it was. I was thinking the first thing that popped in my mind is Windex. How it looks exactly like blue Gatorade. So I was thinking
Yeah, except that would kill us.
Windex is not a soap, also, I'm pretty sure.
it's a form of cleaning supply.
No, I get what you're saying. There are colored soap.
Yeah.
They're bright colored soap.
So
I think
would
it's
you
probably
rather
like-
drink this or drink soap? That's
I think it's like some like where the whole like drinks mixed drink challenge thingy was. except one of the drinks has like a drop of soap in it.
Oh, and which one has soap?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
So all
single
very
drop of
close. All ideas very close, very interesting. The idea that I had in mind is some soaps, will have be like, oh, this one is a strawberry soap, or this one smells like lilac, or some kind of thing, or whatever. That could be mistaken for a drink. So it's essentially, here is drink A with this name, like, this is a this is a drink that's just called like a strawberry sunrise or whatever, and this one is called the strawberry orchard field. Which one is the soap? And when you pick one, you have to drink it, and you'll find out then.
Oh, I like that a lot. I don't like the thought of drinking soap, but
I mean,
do
you
like
wouldn't swallow it. We'd have a spit
of
bucket,
course
of
not.
course. We
Of
got to be
course not.
humane about it.
Okay. So probably like a mix of me and Tom's.
That'd be
ideas.
fun. I could.
I like that a lot.
That's not the worst thing.
I like that a lot.
Clean it out our mouths.
I think that's
Yeah.
a great idea. I think we could pull that off. Wow.
Okay. Next,
one.
another thing on here. Impractical ookers.
What was
I-
that last word?
Impractical hookers, I think is what he
Yeah,
said.
hookers. Yes, of course.
It looks like he tried making impractical lookers, but he forgot an L.
Impractical bookers.
For those who want to know,
Impractical cookers?
impractical jokers. That's supposed to be a J.
This is a J?
That's supposed to be a J, but I think the pen might have came up a little bit
Okay,
too
impractical
much.
jokers is what it says.
Okay, like the show.
Like the show. Here, David. I want your. Does that look like a J to you?
Yeah, and I could read it. I could see that.
Wait, could you see why I thought it was an O?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you can
absolutely.
see,
Okay. It,
but-
it swirls around nicely.
Sure.
Very
Glad that's
scripty,
settled.
very flowy.
Yeah, glad that's settled.
All right.
Anyways,
Impractical jokers. So we just
We just do a
Practical Joker
shot-for-shot remake of the first season of Impractical Jokers.
in podcast form.
Yeah.
so for the sake of time, I'll just go ahead and tell you what the idea was. If for those who've seen Impractical Jokers, they usually do segments where it's like a couple of guys in a room or whatever, and then they, tell one of the other dudes to go and do a thing, and it always ends up being like something ridiculous, like, oh, go ahead and scoop some mashed potatoes out of that guy's plate at this restaurant or whatever. And I was thinking, with Tom at another location, we could probably be able, if we just got like a lapel mic on him and whatnot, and we had him just go out with his phone with an earbud in so we could just talk to him, we can be like, all right, cool. The next guy you see, be like, hey, bro, give me a hug. And just do an Impractical Jokers style bit.
Wow.
That'd be fun.
Oh man.
I like it. I like that idea a
So-
lot.
You guys just control my movement and my actions for
We'll just tell
an
you.
hour.
Yeah, we'll just tell you what to do for a certain amount of time.
Oh, great. Sounds like a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Get none of that. Well, I'd be willing to do that, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's right up
not
your alley,
unwilling.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be
right up my
interesting.
alley.
Yeah,
I'm just-
network and get
Sure,
feeling
I'm-
with people.
yeah, I'm just charming and cute enough to be able to pull it off
If you say so, Jack.
without people getting mad at me.
I'm
too lovable.
I think that would be
too
the
lovable.
challenge. Is we just try to get people mad at you.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm afraid of it devolving into, is you saying, okay, next guy you see, I want you to pull his pants down and punch him in the face.
I mean, we'll set some boundaries, of course.
Yeah, no physical
but-
harm
Good.
to anyone
Okay,
but
good,
yourself.
good, good.
Yeah,
Good,
no
of
racial
course.
slurs just thrown
Thank
out
you.
at random, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's got to be challenging for us a little bit. I mean, then
Well,
what's the
let's-
fun?
We can talk about this more. This is something we could possibly pull off.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. All right. Well, we had a great show today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that was
we
the end of
did.
the napkins.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Listeners at
Thank-
home, email us.
Yeah, keep sending us the emails. Sorry about the break in the show, but we hope you keep listening, and we thank you for your support.
yep. This has been the Jack of all casts. Once again, I'm Dale.
I'm David.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Tom.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.